We're going to do a visualization for relaxation and empowerment. And on these visualization journeys, we go to a different place every week. And this week, we're going to go to some hot springs. So before I start telling you about the visualization, I just want to, those of you who haven't done visualization before, just want to tell you a little bit about what a visualization is. So visualizations, first of all, became sort of famous, or people started talking about them in the 70s when during the Olympics, it was they shocked the world by the Russians winning probably almost every medal that you could. They got gold in every sport, pretty much. And everybody assumed, well, they're Russian, they must be cheating, you know, because we all had quite a negative idea about Russian people at that stage. And anyway, they did drug tests on all the Russian people, all the competitors, and they found that they were clean. None of them had been taking drugs. And the Russians would not say why was it that they had suddenly improved and they were so good at all their sports across the board. Finally, they caved because there was so much publicity about cheating. And they said, no, we've started doing visualizations with our athletes. This year was the first time that we've done visualizations. And the more visualizations that each athlete did, the more likely they were to get a medal, or a higher medal. So they said this was our secret weapon. No cheating. But they took people to the stadia where they were holding the sports. Welcome, Hisham, Masin. And they got people to visualize, they got people to imagine them doing the things that they were going to do in the Olympics. So if they were weightlifters, they got them to imagine lifting the weights, feeling the weights, looking around the room where they were doing the weights. Anyway, that's just to let you know that visualizations can be very, very powerful. Not that, I don't know if anybody's planning on entering the Olympics at the moment, but if you are, you better start getting visualizing. Okay, so visualization is nothing fancy. It's very, very simple, and it's accessible to absolutely anybody, whether you've had experience of it or not. It's not magical. Some people think, oh, it's a little bit strange, but it's not at all. All it is simply is relaxing your mind and your body. And when you do that, you allow your brain to have access to a different kind of brainwave from the brainwaves that you usually use when you're alert and awake. The kind of brainwaves that you have access to give you a closer connection with your subconscious self. And that is part of yourself that's there when you're dreaming. So everybody visualizes, everybody has dreams, whether you remember them or not. And when you're visualizing, you're able to connect so deeply to your emotional self, not just your conscious awareness. Oh, it looks like Mike's joining. That's unusual. Or maybe he's just coming to... Oh, that's my husband, Mike. So it allows you to connect with a part of yourself that is not available to you when you're just awake and alert, going about your business in everyday life. So for your emotions, you might say, right, I'm going to become stronger emotionally. I'm going to stop feeling sad about this. I'm going to stop feeling fearful of that. And that's all very well, but it's very, very difficult to do that without accessing your deep emotional self, which is in your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind can be accessed through visualizations. Now, I'm going to tell you a story, And this story is really just facilitating you, every one of you, having your own visualization journey. And you don't have to do anything that I suggest. Well, you don't have to do the visualization if you don't want to, but I suggest that you have a very open mind and just see where you're able to take yourself in your own story. So some people are able to visualize just like that. They're very imaginative or very creative, and they find it really, really easy, and they get a real picture in their mind's eye with their eyes closed of what I'm describing and what they're imagining in their heads. And other people, they get a very vague and hazy picture. It's not clear at all. So whatever you get is absolutely fine. There's no right or wrong to this. And particularly if this is your first time, then if you have a vague picture and you think, oh, well, I'm not really in the visualization, I'm not really doing this properly, then just say to yourself, okay, this is absolutely fine, you're doing the right thing. Because a lot of people think, oh, this isn't working for me, when it actually is. So don't worry if you have those thoughts. So what I'm going to start with is I'd like everybody to find themselves a really nice, comfortable place. So I see, Mohsin, you're with, I can't see the person in the back there. Who are you with there? Hi.
That's Yusuf. This is our new guy.
Okay. So what you'll need to do is find a place where you can sit very comfortably, like a sofa, or lie down on the floor with a cushion or something like that, because it's very difficult to do it with somebody sitting that close to you, because they'll kind of be invading your space. So can you find somewhere, if everybody finds a place, I don't know whereabouts you are exactly, I can't recognize that. See if you can find a place where you can both hear the music and my voice, but where you've got your own particular place where you can. It's important that you feel comfortable, because you won't be able to relax your body and your mind if you're, feeling like it's really uncomfortable for you. Okay, great. So when you found yourselves a nice comfortable place, then I'd like to invite you to close your eyes and relax. Make sure that your whole body is feeling really relaxed. And focus your attention on your breath. So it's not something that we often do, focusing on our breath, but right now, in order to help you to relax, I'd like you to put all of your attention on your breath. And I'd like you to notice, how does the air of your breath go in through your nose? What does it feel like? Is it hot or is it cold? Is it warm? Does your breath go in quickly or slowly? And how does it feel when that breath reaches your lungs? Can you become aware of how the muscles, they're called the intercostals, the muscles of your lungs, of your rib cage, they rise and fall with every breath. And I'd like to invite you to use a breath. Those of you who do yoga already, you might have a breathing practice that you're used to doing, so do that. But if not, I'd like to invite you to do what I call the 3, 4, 5 breath. And that is breathing in for the count of 3 seconds, and then holding your breath for the count of 4 seconds, and then breathing out slowly for the count of 5 seconds, or even longer if you'd like. So try that now, breathing in 1, 2, 3, holding your breath 1, 2, 3, 4, and then releasing your breath slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're comfortable with that, because you can choose whatever pattern of breathing you like, but this is just a breathing pattern that I find helps people a lot to relax. So continue breathing in that way, noticing how you're breathing. Breathing in for 3, holding your breath for 4, and then breathing out for the count of 5. And just adjust where you're sitting or lying so that your head is supported, your back is supported, your whole body feels supported and relaxed. And if that means lying down, then that's fine. And if you're sitting up, just make sure that you're comfortable and that you feel at ease. And just focus on that breath. And let yourself know that this breath has been with you from the day you were born, and it will stay with you until the day you die. So send some gratitude to the breath that is breathing you. Send some gratitude to your lungs, because they're pretty amazing. And just feel so pleased that you're able to breathe. Okay, and now I'd like you to check your body from your toes all the way up to the top of your head, to make sure that you're able to release any tension that you're holding there. So start with your toes. And if you feel that your toes are or your feet are holding any tension, just put your mind's eye to your toes, to your feet, and release that tension right now. And then move all the way up your body, noticing if there's any tension or any discomfort in any part of your body, and allow that discomfort or that tension just to be released so that you feel more comfortable and more relaxed. Moving up your body, move up your legs, move up to your hips, move up to your stomach, and at every place just send, with your mind's eye, a beautiful wave of relaxation to go throughout that whole area. And move up through your chest and your shoulders. And notice how your shoulders are starting to relax. And just give yourself a gift of surrendering. Surrender into relaxation. Give your body a gift of relaxation, as most of us spend the day feeling a certain level of tension. But now you have the choice to give yourself that gift of relaxation. And see if your body feels like it deserves to be relaxed and feeling comfortable, more comfortable than you've been feeling all day. And then just scan through your whole body again, making sure you reach every part of your body. Go right to the very tips of your fingertips. Go all the way up through your neck, your head, to your scalp, and just allow yourself to release any tension. And now I'd like you to take a big in-breath, and then on the out-breath, I'd like you to release any remaining any tension that's left. And surrender. Allow your body to be supported by your chair or sofa or your bed, wherever you are, the floor maybe. And let yourself know that this is your visualization, not mine. This is your journey. so you can go exactly where you want to. And right now I'd like to guide you to go and examine your mind. And you'll notice that your mind is constantly filling up with thoughts. So notice the thoughts that come into your mind and then go out again. And without holding on to any thought and without judging yourself for having those thoughts, just allow the thoughts to pass a little bit like clouds in the sky, or a bit like if you're sitting on a train and watching the scenery. Just let those thoughts pass by in your mind, one thought being replaced by the next thought and the next thought. Just allow your whole mind to become very objective, and you notice each thought with interest without going into the thought. Be like a scientist who's very interested in what's going on in your mind, but you observe it objectively. And whatever thoughts you have, you don't get carried away with your thoughts. You just let them pass on, because they're always replaced by the next thought and the next thought. And allow yourself to experience whatever thoughts come into your mind without judging yourself, without judging your mind and your thoughts. Human beings are funny creatures and we have all kinds of strange thoughts. So just notice with objectivity and maybe even amusement the thoughts that come into your mind at different times, and just let them go. And notice that as you're breathing, noticing your breath, that your thoughts start to slow down. Your thoughts are getting slower and slower, calmer and calmer, more and more focused, more and more relaxed. And then I'd like you to switch your attention now to a different part of you. I'd like you to switch your attention to your heart. That's the seat of your emotions. And just notice, what are your emotions doing right now? And again, like a scientist, don't get carried away with your emotions. Just notice the emotion that's going through your heart objectively, finding it interesting, but letting go of whatever the emotion is. Try if you can not to hold on to any one emotion. And whatever the emotions are that are going through your heart, just let go of each one, no matter what those emotions are. It may be you're not sure about what the emotions are. You could have confusion, or you could have loving feelings, or sadness, or frustration. Whatever those feelings are, just let them be. And notice that the heart is the place where the child part of you, the part of you that's still very young, we say young at heart, the part of you that's still got that childlike joy lives in your heart. So if it feels right to you, just say hello to your childhood self, that little girl or that little boy who lives inside your heart that you might have forgotten about for quite a long time, sometimes years, sometimes decades. And they come out when you're having fun, when you're dancing, singing, being with friends, enjoying yourself, and also when you're naughty. But that child part of you who lives there, just tell them that you're there, and that You're going to go on a journey with them. And then I'd like you to focus again on your beautiful breath. Focus on the breath going in to your mouth, filling up your lungs, expanding your rib cage, and then being released. Allow yourself to breathe naturally and normally, just focusing your attention on that process of breathing. And notice how you're starting to feel more relaxed with every breath that you take. And now I'd like to invite you to imagine in your mind's eye the most beautiful place where you feel so safe. You feel completely protected. Now this place could be a real place, or it could be a place in your imagination. So it could be a log cabin in the mountains, or a beach hut, or a hammock on the beach, or just a beach towel, a garden bench in a garden. It could just be your own bed where you feel so safe and comfortable, or a cozy sofa. It could be your childhood home, or it could be a place that you've been on a holiday. But this place, you're by yourself. There's no other human beings there. You're allowed to have pets there if they feel safe and comforting for you. And you can have as many objects there as you like if it feels safe for you. Now I'd like you to imagine this place in a huge amount of detail. I'd like you to first of all see what this place looks like. What colours are there? Is it by the sea? Is it in a forest? Is it in a house? Where is it? What does it look like? What are the colours? Are they vibrant colours, very lively colours, or are they gentle, muted colours? And then I'd like you to use your sense of hearing and listen for the sounds in this beautiful, safe place. It could be a place that you've been to before. It could be a place in a movie. It could be a fantastical place that you just make up in your imagination. But what can you hear in this beautiful, safe place? Maybe you can hear birds. Maybe a clock ticking. Maybe the gentle sound of wind or the sound of waves. I don't know exactly what you can see and what you can hear, but you know, because this is your visualization journey. And now, think about how it feels to be in this place. Is there a breeze? What temperature is it? Is it cool? Is it warm? Is it windy or calm? And when you put your hands down, what do you touch in this place? Is there a carpet or is it sandy? Just really feel those things that are around you. And what do you smell? Is there a beautiful scent in the air of freshly baked bread? Or perhaps beautiful aroma of pine trees? Or maybe a flower? Could be your favorite scent. Could be the salty air that you smell. Or it could be freshly mown grass. That distinctive fresh smell that makes you think of summertime. Make it really vivid for you, this safe place that you've created yourself in your own mind's eye. And now imagine that you have a controller an electronic controller in your hand, and turn up the volume. Make everything more intense in your safe, beautiful place. Make it more safe for you. Make it more beautiful. This is your place that nobody else can enter because it's in your mind's eye. Nobody else knows what it sounds like. So turn up the sounds. Maybe the waves are crashing on rocks on the beach. Maybe there's a beautiful sound of music in the air. Maybe that breeze, just feel how delicious it feels on your face or your hands. And then those scents, just enjoy those scents so much. So turn up the volume for your senses as much as feels comfortable, and really imagine that you are there in this beautiful place that you've created yourself. And know that this is a place that exists in your imagination, and it's a place that you can always go to if ever you feel tension, if ever you feel anxiety, if ever you feel anger or any emotion, if you feel loneliness or confusion, you can go in your mind's eye to your safe, beautiful place. And your beautiful place has the ability to help to relax you as much as you would like. And you can go to your safe, beautiful place in just a second, just by closing your eyes and imagining yourself there and turning up the volume. So now that you're in your beautiful, safe place, I'd like you, in your safe place, to imagine that you close your eyes in your safe place and you're going on a journey from your safe place. You find yourself at the top of a beautiful rocky mountain. It's covered in grass and flowers, and there are beautiful rocky limestone outcrops all over this mountain. And around the mountain you see almost like a string of pearls separated by a string of the necklace. You see lots of little pure blue pools going down, winding down the mountain. So there's one that's quite close to you at the bottom of some steps. And then a few paces beyond that, there is another, and then another. Going further down the mountain, you see even more pools, and they are hot springs. You see beautiful, gentle steam coming from each of the hot springs. And you look around and you realize that you would love to go into one of these hot springs, but you're fully clothed, so you decide to go into the changing room and put on your swimsuit. And you find that the swimsuit fits you perfectly. So inside this lovely cave, because it's in your mind's eye, this swimsuit is sitting there waiting for you, along with a beautiful towel that's fluffy and soft. So you change into this comfortable swimsuit and you emerge out of the cave and you decide to go down the steps. And you slowly start on step number 10. And with every step that you go down towards the first pool, you feel a deep wave of relaxation going through your whole body. So you start on step number 10 and slowly releasing and surrendering, you move down to step number 9. And then you relax and go down to step number 8. And now step number 7, feeling again a wave of relaxation and calm that nurtures your whole body and makes you feel more and more like yourself. Now you move from step number 7 down and down to step number 6 and down again from 6 to step number 5. So you're feeling as relaxed as you've ever felt. You're feeling calm and peaceful, moving from step 6 and 5 and 4 now. Feeling more relaxed, letting go of any worries, realizing that you've got nothing to do right now. All you have to do is be in your imagination, in your mind's eye. You have no appointments, nowhere to go, no place to be. Just listening to the sound of my voice and allowing your imagination to take you exactly where you choose to go. So you move down step 3 and step 2. And when you reach the final step, you realize that you've come to the edge of the beautiful pool, and you feel so comfortable, so relaxed. You look at this beautiful, beautiful pool, and you feel so inclined to go inside of it. You really want to go inside the pool. So you look around and you see that it's very easy to get into this pool. Very easy indeed. You move towards the water and it's exactly the temperature that's perfect for you. Your body feels so comfortable in this water. It's as if these hot springs were designed especially for you to allow you to feel as relaxed, as comfortable as you possibly could. And as you're stepping into the water and releasing even more tension from your body, you allow yourself to go as deeply as you would like to. And you realize that this hot spring is a very special, magical hot spring that if you choose to, it will receive all of your fears. It has special stones that are porous stones, limestone. And inside this special limestone, it will receive all of your fears. So right now, if you feel any fears, or if you have any fears from earlier in your life or earlier this year, or about the situation that we find ourselves in, just allow those fears in your mind's eye. Just allow them to be released from your body beautifully, to be received, welcomed even by the limestone that's lining these hot springs. You may want to choose one particular fear that you have, a repeated fear, or choose something that you feel ready to let go of. If you have a fear that feels too big, then maybe it's not the right time for that fear to be released. You can always come back again, but choose a fear that you feel ready to let go of right now. And you might notice that the fear can actually be seen in your mind's eye coming out of your body in the form of a colour. I don't know what colour that is for you, but it's going out of your body from all parts of your body. It's seeping into the welcoming stone. And And the stone takes your fear from you very happily, and it allows it to drain deep into the mountain, where it's transformed like a phoenix into beauty and love. Now, if you have any other areas of fears or insecurities, or maybe anxieties that come back again and again in your mind, then just allow those to be released right now. Could be fears that you have for yourself, could be fears that you have for your family, for your health or other people's health, for the future. Just allow whatever fears or anxieties that you become aware of to just seep through the water into the stone, and see how easily those fears are absorbed by the stone. And use your breath to let go of any last fears or anxieties. So as you breathe in, think of the fear or anxiety, and then when you're ready to let go into the water, just breathe out gently and see that on the out breath, all of your fears and anxieties are able to seep out of your body, out of your awareness even, and be absorbed through the water into the stone, and deep, deep down they drain into the mountain, where they can cause no harm to anybody. Now I'm going to let you see if there are any other fears or anxieties that you feel ready to let go of. And I'll be quiet while you, in your subconscious mind, in your mind's eye, you just give yourself a gift of letting go of anything that's been worrying you. Could be a relationship, could be concerns you have about your body or your mind, your future, your present, your career, whatever it is. Just choose to let it go in this beautiful hot spring. And now you see that the water is beautifully clear, and you feel clearer in your heart and your mind. Your whole body feels lighter. And you decide to wander down the path to the next hot spring, as it looks even more inviting than this one. So you step out and wrap the towel around you if you like. Feel that the temperature is just perfect for you. And now I'd like you to see in front of you the second hot spring. And this one is pure blue and a slightly different shape, but it's lined again with stones, and it has an easy way for you to access some little stepping stones to go down into the center of this beautiful pool, this beautiful warm hot spring. Again, your body enjoys the feeling of warmth, the gentleness of the water lapping on your body. And you might, if you feel like it, even decide to allow your whole body to be submerged at some point, provided the temperature feels just right for you. And you realize that the water in this hot spring feels very different from the water in the previous hot spring. This water feels invigorating and empowering, and it feels so strong. You wonder, what are the magical qualities in this hot spring? And then you realize that the hot spring is increasing your self-confidence. It's making you realize something that has been true for a very long time, and that is that you are able to do exactly what you're able to imagine. So just imagine right now, in your mind's eye, having the self-confidence to do exactly what you would love to do. Whatever you can imagine, the truth is you can do that. So just imagine your life exactly as you would love it to be. How confident would you love to feel? How courageous would you love to feel? And then you notice that the water is strengthening you to exactly the degree that you choose. So if you would like to feel really confident and really courageous, bold even, then just feel the power from the water. Just feel it in your mind's eye, filling up your whole body with courage. I don't know what colour courage might be for you. Could be that it's green or blue or red, whatever colour makes sense in your imagination, but you can imagine your whole body filling up with a completely new level of strong self-confidence and self-belief. You realise, as you're filling your whole body up with strength and courage, self-confidence, you realise that deep down, this is who you are. That you may have been playing small in your world, but actually you've always been incredibly strong, incredibly courageous. You just haven't necessarily had the chance to show that. So feel your whole body, your whole mind, your whole heart strengthening in self-confidence, self-belief. What is it your mind would like to hear right now to remind you of your strength and courage and self-confidence? What is it? Perhaps there's a word, perhaps a sentence. But right now, the steam that's coming off the hot spring is starting to form that word, that sentence, in the air just above you. So read, if you will, what's the message for you about your self-belief and self-confidence, about your courage? What is it that you need to hear right now? And see it. It may be hazy or it may be crystal clear. And just breathe in that message. Breathe in what you need to hear for your highest good, for your highest well-being. And now feeling strong and feeling self-confidence, self-belief, knowing that you can do pretty much anything that you choose to, you decide to confidently step out of the pool and move down to the next hot spring. You put your towel on if you want to, and you move along down the mountain, down a few steps, feeling really confident, feeling more and more confident as you move to the third pool, the third hot spring. And this one is a slightly ribbon-shaped pool that has entrances at both ends, and you choose to go down the nearest entrance. And this pool has a slightly green colour, but it's still just as beautiful, and the temperature is perfect. And in this pool you walk up and down from one end to the next. Your whole body is immersed in this pool, and it's wide enough for you to be able to swim. Just feel yourself swimming in this pool, and notice that something really amazing is happening to your body. You're noticing that your whole body is starting to feel more powerful, that your immune system is building itself up so that you're becoming so protected from any illnesses, anything unsettling. Your body is healing itself of any imperfections in your cells or muscles or bones. Just in your mind's eye, know that you have the power to control how your body heals itself, just like if you cut yourself accidentally with a stone, that automatically your body knows how to heal itself immediately. And in the same way, your mind is able to heal itself and heal your immune system, heal your wellness, and just feel your whole body becoming healthier. Just feel how it feels. You're rejuvenating yourself. You feel you have the strength and wellness of exactly the age you choose. We know that the body renews itself every 50 or 60 days, so that in effect we have a new body every 50 or 60 days. But right now in your mind's eye, you're creating a process where your body is becoming the very best that you could wish it to be in terms of wellness and strength. And just feel, you may feel a tingling in different parts of your body where your immune system is starting to waken up, starting to strengthen, starting to heal anything that may need healing anywhere in your mind, body and spirit. Just feel that process. That's a natural process going on in your body and mind and spirit. And now, feeling self-confident and feeling rejuvenated, feeling calm and peaceful, you decide to come out of this pool at the opposite end. You go and find your towel and wrap it around you. And you realize that you have a spring in your step, that you're walking faster, you're walking with a lighter step than before, that your whole body is feeling really sprightly and young again. It's feeling fantastic, in fact. You're noticing your muscles, your bones, all parts of you seem to be really strong and healthy. And you move down the mountain to the next hot spring. And this is a larger hot spring. And from this hot spring, you can see down below at the foot of the mountain, there's a huge lake, a huge hot spring lake. You get into this next hot spring on the mountain and you step into it. And this one is slightly cloudy. It's a very beautiful, pale, pale blue, just like a sky on a spring day. And you realize that this beautiful hot spring is filled with wisdom, and it seeps into your body just exactly the wisdom that you choose, the wisdom that feels right for you. You find the pores of your body are able to easily accept the wisdom of this pool. Now, if you have a meditative or religious practice, then whatever that practice is, you'll find that your spiritual self, your relationship with your God or your higher self, will become stronger, more perfect, more loving. So just feel that strength of your own spiritual practice, whatever that is, becoming stronger for you. It's exactly the connection with your higher self, or with your God, with your higher being that you choose. Allow yourself to drink in all the wisdom that you choose into your body, and it seeps in naturally. And some of the wisdom goes to your heart, because that is really the seat of the wisdom of the world. You feel your heart filling up as well as your mind. You see that you have all those values of wisdom, fairness, non-judgmentalness, kindness, cooperation, gentleness, the ability to discern what's right and what's wrong. You see that all those abilities, all those values within you are strengthened, so you become full of goodness and integrity. It's almost as if you have the wisdom of the world entering your body. Now you decide to step out of this pool, this hot spring, and you walk down the mountain a little bit further, feeling not complacent and arrogant about your wisdom, but feeling really pleased that you've discovered your wisdom that's always been there. You discovered that you have an open heart, you have an open mind, and that you're able to learn so much that's for your highest good. And then you move down to the next pool, and this is a slightly larger pool. And this pool is a little bit strange, because you see that it's not empty like the other ones. This one has toys in it. It has a little rubber duck. It has a rubber ring in the shape of a swan, and another rubber ring in the shape of a dinosaur. And it has plastic balls in it, and cups and spades and buckets. And you're surprised, but you go towards this big pool, and you go in it, and it feels wonderful, it feels joyful, it feels really fun. And if you'd like to, I'd like you to invite you to see if you can find your inner child, that part of you that's always existed, that part of you that's still 4 years old, or still 6 years old, or 10 or 15, the inner child that lives in your heart and allows you to have a joyful life with your connection, your remembering of your inner child. So if you'd like to, invite your inner child to come and play with all these toys with you. And if not, you can just relax in the beautiful hot spring, enjoying the relaxation. Just watch how your beautiful child, that pure, innocent, cute little boy or little girl, is playing so gently, so beautifully in the pool. They're splashing and jumping, maybe swimming. Maybe they're throwing some water at you just for fun. You see the laughter in this little boy or little girl's eyes, and your heart melts. They are so beautiful. You see their beauty, you see their innocence. And maybe your child asks if you want to come and join in some more. They'd like to have someone to play with. So just imagine yourself, if you would like to, playing with this child part of you. It's always been there in your heart, always lives in your heart. Maybe the child wants you to throw them up in the air and catch them, or spin them around in the water so they make it splash all over the place. Maybe they want to play a game of holding their breath and seeing how many seconds you can hold your breath for underwater. Let them win the competition because you know they like that. Just have fun right now. See yourself in your mind's eye with your beautiful child. See how your child looks at you with loving eyes. She or he, they love you. They see you. They miss you. Maybe you want to hug them and let them know that they're not alone, that you are like a parent. You're strong, you're wise, and you're really good fun. You want them to have so much fun. And let your child play some more while you watch them. Just love them. Just love your child. They are completely lovable. So cute. And now take your child by the hand and let your child come and be held by you if you'd like. And if you don't have your child with you, then just in your mind's eye, give yourself a hug, letting yourself know that you deserve to have as much fun in your life as you can, as is for your highest good. And as you're holding your child, you realize that your whole heart is being filled up with love. And if you're holding yourself, you realize your whole heart is being filled up with love for yourself. It's not an arrogant love. It's a love that's necessary for you to be able to love others. So see your heart filling up right now, and maybe imagine it just like a white light. Your child is being surrounded by this beautiful white light of love. See how much they need that love. They want that love. Feel the white light of your heart spreading, covering you, covering your child, covering the whole of that hot spring. It's even spreading out. All your love is so strong, so powerful, so pure, that it's even spreading out up the mountain and down to the large lake below. And I don't know if you can imagine this in your mind's eye, but your love and kindness might even spread throughout the whole of the country or throughout the whole of the world even. And just see how strong is your love. And imagine it in beads of light, in beams of light, spreading throughout the whole of the world and coming straight back to you, even more powerful than when it left. This love is your birthright. This love has always been inside of you. And now allow your child to melt into your heart, exactly where he or she belongs. And you feel your child inside your heart, feel like a sense of joy and playfulness that's enhanced inside your heart. You step out of this pool with a light step and with joy in your step, and you skip down towards the lake at the bottom of the mountain. You feel happy and joyful, and your child is able to talk to you from your heart. Your child loves it when you skip, when you have fun. Your child loves it when you're a little bit silly, and when you play with other people who are your friends. You make a promise to your child right now. I don't know exactly what your promise might be to your child, but you know. Maybe you promise your child that you're going to let your child stay in your heart and have fun every day. Maybe you're going to promise your child that you're going to go out in the countryside more, or that you're going to play games some more, that you're going to create friendships that have a light side to them, that maybe in a romantic partner you're going to make sure that the two of you have a lot of fun together, that you both keep your inner child alive and well, enjoying yourselves together. You just make whatever promise is right for you to your child. He or she always listens to you. They love you. So now, again in your mind's eye, I'd like you to find yourself at the bottom of this mountain, on the edge of this large lake that's actually a hot spring, but it's much larger than any of the other hot springs on the mountainside. You stand on the shore and you notice that there's a few little gentle waves coming up on the shore. And with your bare feet, you just dip your toes into the edge of this lake and feel the temperature. Feels so wonderful. You decide to go into this water slowly, feeling joyful, playful, wise, strong, and rejuvenated. But just as you're going in, you notice that just on the edge of this lake, there's something quite unusual. There's a creature, there's a turtle on the sand. And this turtle is not like most other turtles. that moves slowly and cumbersomely. This turtle seems to move quite quickly, and you notice that it's got the ability to write words, sentences even, in the sand. And this turtle is a wise turtle who knows about your life. So right now, use the opportunity to find an answer from your subconscious mind through this magical turtle, and ask the turtle any question that you would like about yourself and your life or your relationships. And this turtle is going to be able to write the answer right in front of your very eyes in the sand. The answer may be a single word, or it could be a sentence, or it could be just a picture, a drawing. So think of the deepest question that you need an answer to right now. What is it in your life? What's your next step in your life that you need an answer to? And ask this turtle who's representing your subconscious mind, ask for an answer, and he will oblige. He will give you an answer. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments while you think of your question and watch your answer. If you have time, you can always ask more than one question, as the turtle loves to write messages and draw pictures. He's connected so deeply to your subconscious mind. He knows you better than anyone else, because this is your subconscious mind. So now, even if you haven't fully understood the turtle's message, just know that it will become clearer over the days, weeks and months, and you can always come back and ask the turtle again at some other point. So right now, I'd like you to step into the pool, the beautiful water. You feel so wonderful. You notice the rippling of the waves coming up to the edge of this beautiful pool. There's a slight breeze, and you swim around in this water, feeling free, feeling yourself, feeling fully empowered. And you notice that all around you are little ripples. You decide to float on the water or swim. And slowly you notice that the ripples, the waves are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, until you start to realize that the water, this large lake, has become completely still and calm. This water is at peace. This water contains peacefulness like you've never felt it before. Your whole body is immersed in this peaceful water. water, you realize that peacefulness is your very nature because you feel so at home in the peaceful water, so calm, beautiful. You realize that your essence is very much like this peaceful water. You feel so much peace in your heart, your whole body, but especially in your heart. You realize that this peacefulness comes along with it a sense of joy, calm, and self-love. You realize that you have so much peacefulness inside of you, so much kindness, so much love, that your whole heart is overspilling with love and peace. That your love and peace is just spreading throughout the whole lake, spreading up the mountain. So the mountain becomes a peaceful mountain. The lake is a peaceful lake. It keeps spreading and spreading. And you have the thought that not only are you surrounded by peace, not only are you feeling peace in your heart, but at the same time, you are peace. You are exactly as you are meant to be. You're exactly full of peace. And you have so much peace and love in your heart now that you know that this is going to spill over in every day to your friends and family. It's going to even spill over to all those people who you view as strangers right now, but really they're just friends that you haven't met yet. Your peace and love from your heart is going to spread out to those people that are in your neighborhood, who perhaps you thought that you didn't really like. But now you're going to have so much peace and love that you have enough to share even with those people who you might have thought didn't deserve it. And just build up that sense of love and peace within yourself and feel you are so full, you're overflowing. Just see yourself interacting with your family and friends in a new way, exactly how you choose to, your new self, or the self that perhaps you've always been, but haven't admitted it to yourself before, fully. To see yourself interacting in your everyday life right now, in your mind's eye. See what you look like. What are you saying? What are you doing? Maybe see yourself 5 years from now if you like. What are people saying about this amazing person that is you? What do your family say about you? What do strangers say about you? Just look at the pride in the faces of your family and friends. They're proud to have you as a son or a daughter or a sister or a mum. They feel so happy to see you like this. And now I'd like you to go back to your beautiful, safe place. You say goodbye to the turtle and you thank the mountains and the lake and the pools, the hot springs for giving you their gifts. And you go back to your safe, beautiful place where you started your journey. And I'm going to play this music while you consolidate all those things that you want to bring back with you for your highest good and leave behind anything that you don't want in your life. Among the fields of barley, in his arms she fell as her hair came down. Among the fields of gold, will you stay with me? Will you be my love? Among the fields of barley, and you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. So now I'd like to invite you to come back. So you could start to wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes, and then on a breath that seems right for you, you can breathe your body awake and your eyes open, and know that you can bring all of those things, those experiences in your mind's eye back with you to your everyday life. And anything that was not for your highest good, you can leave behind. And when you are awake, you're going to be able to continue with your evening exactly as you choose to and be fully alert and awake and have the most wonderful evening. And I'm going to leave the music running now. But I'm going to thank everybody for sharing this journey with me and hope to see you back next Sunday. So I'll leave the music running for a little while in case you want to lie down and relax some more. Or you may want to get a notebook and write down any insights that you found from your deep self that might be helpful for you in your life. Among the fields of barley, you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I love myself like a baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part